Hey there folks, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you can make it. Celebrate Sausage Season 5 has officially begun and we have got one heck of a lineup for you this year. Now if you're just joining us and this is the first video that you've seen from our channel, let me explain what's about to happen. October is National Sausage Month, and to honor sausage makers all around the world, we dedicate the entire month to uploading a brand new sausage making recipe every day through the month of October. We've got 31 absolutely incredible episodes, some really amazing, fun, unique recipes, not only for the beginner, but for the advanced sausage maker as well. This year, we've got some incredible product giveaways, and we're going to sprinkle those giveaways throughout the month. So be sure to tune in to every episode this month so that, number one, you don't miss out on an amazing sausage recipe, and number two, you don't miss out on an opportunity to win some really cool prizes. In today's episode, we're going to be kicking off the show with a beautiful, fresh Italian sausage, the Salsiccia Fresca. This sausage is incredibly easy to make, and it's perfect for the beginners. But it's also great for the more experienced sausage makers that want to have a little bit of fun with the ingredients that you might add inside your Italian fresh sausage. And I thought, since we were starting off the show with an amazing Italian sausage, let's do an amazing product giveaway. Today's product giveaway is brought to you by the sponsor of Celebrate Sausage, the Sausage Maker. I have been a customer of the Sausage Maker for quite some time. I absolutely love what they have. I mean, it's why we use them so often. They are a literal one-stop shop for all your sausage making supplies. So if you're just getting started and you have no equipment, or you're ready to upgrade that KitchenAid setup, the Sausage Maker's got you covered. Even if you get the smallest grinder and the smallest stuffer that they have, I guarantee you, you will immediately level up your sausage game. But they've got everything from mixers and starter cultures and curing salts, dry curing chambers, and everything in between. So no matter where you're at in your sausage making journey, the Sausage Maker has got something for you. I'm going to put a link to their website in the description box below. This is no ordinary link. This link is specifically for those of you watching Celebrate Sausage, and when you click that link, it'll take you to their website, and whatever you choose to buy from their website, no matter how big or small, an automatic Celebrate Sausage discount will be applied to your order at checkout. Thanks a lot, Sausage Maker. And for today's prize giveaway, which we're going to be calling the Ultimate Sausage Making Bundle, one lucky winner is going to win a 10-pound sausage stuffer with the upgraded stainless steel sausage stuffing tubes. You're also going to get a number 12 Professional Series grinder. In addition to the grinder, you're also going to get a set of stainless steel grinding plates. You're going to get a box of 32 35mm hog casings and your choice of 3 seasonings from the Sausage Maker's catalog. You're also going to get a food lug and the liner that comes along with it. And to round it down, you're going to get what is quite possibly my favorite sausage making accessory, and that is the complete set of sausage stuffing horn cleaners. And finally, you're going to get the book, Great Sausage Recipes. Like I said, the Ultimate Sausage Making Bundle. Let me tell you what you need to do in order to enter. For starters, you got to be a subscriber to the channel, so click that subscribe button and that notification bell if you're not already subscribed. I'm about to ask you a sausage making trivia question. In order to enter this giveaway, you have to answer that question correctly. Here's the trivia question. What sausage making technique would you use to keep your sausage from bursting while it's cooking? Please do not, let me repeat, do not try to answer this question in the comment section below. I'm going to put a link for this giveaway in the description. Click that link, fill out the information, and from that link, you'll be able to answer the question there. If you answer the question correctly, you will have one entry into this giveaway. And if you're feeling kind of lucky, you could stop there. But if you want to increase your chances of winning, there are a few things you can do. For starters, if you give this video a thumbs up, you will add a second entry to your giveaway. If you comment on the video, no matter what the comment is, you will get a third entry. If you share this video, guess what? You will get a fourth entry. In the description box below, I'm going to put all the different available ways that you can increase your chances of winning. This drawing will happen on the 16th of October, and so you don't have to register today. You can register anytime between now and the 15th. And if you don't happen to know the answer to the trivia question, don't even sweat it, because in one of the episodes between now and then, I'm actually just going to give you the answer. Each person only gets one opportunity to register, so make sure you get the question right. And remember, when you register, you can increase your odds of winning by doing some of the different things outlined in the description box below. All right, guys, there you go. Huge giveaway today. This is the first of many through the month. I hope you win. Let's make the Italian Salsiccia Fresca. I think we're going to go 29-32mm for this Salsiccia Fresca, this beautiful Italian fresh sausage, but you could use whatever size you want. They've been rinsed and flushed, and they're now soaking in water with a little baking soda. The baking soda is going to make it nice and slippery, and we have basically 2 cups of water to a half a teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to let this soak overnight, so into the fridge it goes, and it's now the next day. Our version of this Salsiccia Fresca is going to be 100% pork, but if you want to mix up the proteins, go at it. We're going to be doing 80% lean to 20% fat, and the pork that we're using is pork shoulder. If you want to use lean pork, pork belly, it really is up to you. This particular sausage has so many variations depending on who's making it, what ingredients are available, and what part of the country you're from. So here's what our meat looks like cut up ready for the grinder. Let's pop that into the freezer. While we look at our spices, let's start with a little salt. And here's where we're going to have some fun. I'm going to add some fennel pollen to the recipe. Fennel pollen is an incredibly fresh, amazing, very concentrated ingredient that's going to add tons of flavor. I got this from Craft Butcher's Pantry, and just so you know, it did not come like this. I actually transferred it into that container, but I'll put a link in the description box below if you want to check out some fennel pollen. Also, we're going to be adding some cracked fennel seeds. So I've got a little bit of both coming in. Next up, we've got some mustard seed, and just to let you know, I am literally writing this recipe as I'm filming it. So I've got a bunch of spices behind me, and I'm sort of picking and choosing which one we're adding. And that's what makes this sausage so amazing. It's so highly customizable to whatever you want. You know we got to add some of that Calabrian pepper. This is an absolutely amazing spice. It comes in a sweet and spicy version. And we're going to be adding just a little bit of both of these to this recipe because the Calabrian pepper powder brings a smoky, fruity, slightly spicy element that's really just going to take your sausage to the next level. This next ingredient, totally optional, it's a binder. We're using potato starch. You can use non-fat dry milk. All this is going to do is improve the texture and allow us to add a little more moisture than normal, give us a beautiful juicy sausage. We're adding black pepper, and that's enough for the spices. Let's add in a separate cup some minced garlic, and we're going to come back with a little red wine. Remember, the recipe link in the description box below has all the exact measurements. To that same cup, we're going to be adding what is called the Calabrian pepper paste. Basically, it's just finely minced Calabrian peppers. This is another incredible ingredient, very different than the powders, and it's going to add its own texture and flavor to this sausage. And if you need some of the paste or the Calabrian powders or even the fennel pollen, we got it from the same place, Craft Butcher's Pantry. I'll put a link in the description box below to each one of these products so you can pick yourself up some and experience how amazing they are in your sausage. To this cup, we're going to add a little bit of water, and we are good to go. Let's check on the meat because it should be partially frozen. And it is. Under 34 Fahrenheit is what we're looking at, and that is perfect. I'm going to grind this on a 6mm plate. You don't have to do 6mm. If you prefer a coarse sausage, you could do 8 or 10mm. Really, it's whatever you want. Like I said earlier, this is a highly customizable sausage. Our grind is officially finished, and it looks beautiful. So let's just combine everything. But before you mix it up, make sure you take the temperature of the meat because you want the temperature of the meat to be below 34 Fahrenheit or 1 Celsius. Remember, the mixing process does generate heat, whether it's a mixer or your hands, and you want to minimize the chance of you smearing the fat. So here we go. We're going to add our spices. Our meat has been properly chilled. And just so you know, this little KitchenAid mixer, 5.5 quart, can't really do a whole lot at one time, but it mixes it very quick, 60 to 90 seconds, and we're done. So our spices have been added. We've incorporated them for a few seconds. We're now going to add the liquids and continue to mix. And I got to tell you, as I'm sitting here watching this mix, smelling the goodness, I thought to myself, let's add some herbs. We're going to be adding dried parsley and dried thyme. If you want to add fresh herbs, do that. I didn't happen to have any on hand when I was making this sausage, so we went with the dried. But you know what? It's going to be amazing either way. We're going to mix until our meat mixture turns into a sticky batter. You should be able to grab a little handful of it, and it will stick to the underside of your hand when you turn it upside down. I'm loving the way this looks. Definitely super sticky. This lets me know that it is time to move on to the next step, which is to stuff it into a casing. Now, I will tell you that the Salsiccia Fresca doesn't necessarily need to be stuffed into a casing. We are going to be using a 5-pound sausage stuffer with the 3/4-inch horn. But if you don't have a stuffer, don't worry about it. You could turn these into meatballs, patties, even little logs, and have an amazing Italian fresh sausage. But my personal preference for this sausage is in a casing, so I'm just going to grab little handfuls of it and slam it into the hopper, trying to minimize any potential air pockets. You can also punch the meat down with your fist as you're filling it up. That works as well. Okay, let's get it onto
the horn, and once again, we are loading up the casing. Remember, we're going 2932. I want you to check out the translucency. We seem to be talking about that a lot here on Season 5, and that's because one of the biggest issues that people have is a chewy casing. If you let your casing soak overnight and it's super translucent by the time you use it, there's a pretty decent chance you're going to get a nice, snappy bite. There we go. And for whatever reason, I forgot to film the stuffing of this sausage, but don't worry, because the secret has been revealed. Take your time, nice even pressure with your thumb and your index finger, and allow the meat to pull the casing off the horn. And it's now time to twist our links. Notice what I'm doing with my right hand. I am pinching the link first. I will generally do this when the sausage is extra plump, when it is extra fat. And the reason I do that is to guarantee that I don't have any casing blowouts. So if you pinch it first, make sure your fingers are touching each other, and then twist it, you're going to be good to go. So watch this. Pinch with my right hand, and now I'm going to twist towards me. Here we go. Pinching with my right hand. Once my fingers touch, we're going to twist 3 times forward, just like that. Do the same thing. Pinch with my right hand till my fingers touch. Now we're going to twist 3 times towards me. And that little pinching step, believe it or not, will actually prevent your sausage from rupturing in the event that you might have filled it a little too tight, like I did in this particular video. And if you want to see a dedicated video about this technique that I was just talking about, maybe a little bit slower, a little bit closer up, let me know in the comment section below. We are giving the sausage an overall prick, looking for air pockets, and it's now time to let this rest in the refrigerator overnight. You don't technically have to. This is a fresh sausage. You can cook it up and eat it now, but an overnight rest really lets those flavors come together. It will dry up the casing, and it'll firm up the twists between the links so that the meat doesn't come pouring out while you're cooking your sausage. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, guys, what a way to start off the show. We've got the Italian fresh sausage, the Salsiccia Fresca. Beautiful looking sausage. Golly, it smells incredible. The Calabrian, the fennel, a little bit of that wine. Wow, look how juicy that is too. Beautiful, ultra juicy. Wow. Great slice. I'm loving how the casing is stuck to the meat real nice. That should give us a very tender bite, a nice snappy bite. What I love about this sausage, I'm going to be totally honest with you, is that there's a lot of room for creativity. Depending on where you're at, if you are in Italy, there are thousands of variations of the Salsiccia Fresca. Matter of fact, the Salsiccia Fresca is just a very generic term for fresh sausage. So you can find this with white wine, with red wine, without Calabrian pepper. You can find it with heavier on the garlic, or you get the idea. You can have a lot of fun with this sausage. This sausage can be enjoyed in a bun with bell peppers, eat it like that. You can cut it up and cook it with like a ragu. A lot of different ways to enjoy this incredibly easy to make Italian fresh sausage. Let's give it a bite. Oh, that is so good. This is absolutely delicious. I mean, we are starting off this show hard with this sausage. And that has got such a beautiful spicy bite. Depending on your spice tolerance, you might want to scale down the Calabrian pepper and the Calabrian paste that we added, but it's up to you. I'd leave it the same. And the mustard seeds not only give you this really neat crunchy bite, but they're like flavor bombs. They just kind of soak up the juices from the sausage during the resting period, during the cooking period, and when you bite into them, it's like a flavor explosion. If you're not currently putting mustard seeds in your sausage recipes, give it a shot because they are absolutely amazing. Throw it in your Texas hot links, your bratwurst, whatever you're going to be making. I guarantee you, you're going to absolutely love what they do for your sausage. I am loving the texture of this sausage. It's got a beautiful mouthfeel, great bind. We did a 6mm grind on an 80/20, and it is incredibly juicy. Overall, this is a great sausage, the Salsiccia Fresca, and incredibly easy to make. You don't even have to put it into a casing. You could do meatballs with it. You could do, patties with it. It's really up to you. We basically took some of our favorite Italian ingredients, threw it into a sausage, and this is what we came up with, and it's absolutely delicious. I hope you get a chance to try it. There's going to be a recipe link in the description box below. And if you alter or change the recipe in any way, let me know in the comment section below what changes you made, because I'd love to try your version. If you're new to this channel and you like sausages, you are in for a treat. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Don't even hesitate. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. In tomorrow's episode, we're going to be making an iconic Swedish sausage, and it is not the potato sausage. Be sure to stay tuned. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. So good.